Welcome to the Guild. We have been expecting you. Please, follow me. You already know us as a global tech leader. Our software, our systems, combined with our skilled team, is designed to save lives. Your years of service have shown you the importance of our work. Here, you'll witness the global scope of that mission in action. Let me introduce you to our esteemed visionary.
For too long, we have been bound by outdated systems, accepting limitations instead of redefining them. The Guild is safeguarding tomorrow, now. We are pioneering the future of protection worldwide. Our advancements are designed to elevate everyday life, reshaping the future of technology on a global scale. I'm Emma Gaiden, CEO of the Guild.
Fear is a powerful thing. David Mason. Menendez.
Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is the next mainline entry in the iconic FPS franchise, developed by Treyarch and Raven Software. Set in 2035, the game follows David Mason, the son of Alex Mason, as he leads a specialized unit in a world where digital warfare, psychological operations, and AI-driven threats have become the new norm. The campaign offers a grounded, narrative-driven experience with choices that impact the outcome. Co-op missions make a return, allowing players to tackle objectives together. Multiplayer is rebuilt with refined movement mechanics, introducing wall running, adaptive gear, and a stronger emphasis on map control. Meanwhile, the fan-favorite round-based Zombies mode is back, delivering tightly designed survival maps and lore-driven content. Raul Menendez, one of the series' most iconic antagonists, reappears, raising questions about whether this is the man himself or an AI resurrection. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is expected to launch in late 2025 for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC, with Day 1 access on Xbox Game Pass.
Monsters have always been here, watching from the shadows. And when we were at our weakest, they came out into the light. We feared for our lives, but we should have feared for our souls instead. The vampires didn't come to kill us. No, they came to rule. To turn us into mindless, docile cattle. Not me, though. They tried to change me into one of them. But I became something else instead. Their worst nightmare. two worlds. Fighting to even the score. Fighting to understand the evil behind it all.
He is out there, watching, seeping into you, growing.
The Blood of Dawnwalker is an upcoming single-player open-world dark fantasy RPG developed by Rebel Wolves, a studio founded by former CD Projekt Red veterans, and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment. Set in the 14th century kingdom of Vale Sangora, the game follows Cohen, a young man transformed into a Dawnwalker, caught between human and vampire, as he strives to save his family within a 30-day time frame. Players will navigate a richly detailed world inspired by Eastern European folklore, facing moral dilemmas and political intrigue. The game introduces a unique time-as-a-resource mechanic, where each quest advances time, making choices impactful and playthroughs unique. Developed using Unreal Engine 5, The Blood of Dawnwalker is slated for release on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. While an exact release date hasn't been announced, the game is anticipated to launch in 2025. Resonance: A Plague Tale Legacy is a prequel to the beloved A Plague Tale series, developed by Asobo Studio and published by Focus Entertainment. Set 15 years before Requiem, you control Sophia, a tough-as-nails treasure hunter on the run after stealing a mysterious Daedalus artifact. She finds herself on Minotaur's Island, a dangerous place full of myth. Think labyrinths, puzzles, and traps straight out of legend. This time, Asobo is leaning into action alongside their trademark stealth, with intuitive, fluid combat and a dynamic new manifestation of the dreaded Macula Plague. Gameplay mixes light combat, stealth, and environmental puzzles. You'll shift timelines between medieval and ancient Minoan eras, using light-manipulating tech to solve puzzles and unlock secrets. Expect tense chases, atmospheric exploration, and heartbreaking narrative beats. Resonance: A Plague Tale Legacy launches in 2026 on Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC.
The predecessor, ND3500, reached. Accessing predecessor's travel log. Attempting data salvage.
I have encountered an unprecedented orphan. It was in a state of suppressed recomposition.
The behavior pattern of the orphans populating the area is highly unusual. They become exceptionally aggressive.
It is highly recommended to proceed with caution.
They seem to act more consistently, in coordination.
Destroying the nest is now a priority.
Such is our calling. Such is our calling.
Cronos The New Dawn is an upcoming third-person survival horror game developed and published by Bloober Team, the studio behind the Medium and the Silent Hill 2 remake. Set in a dystopian future, players assume the role of a traveler working for the Enigmatic Collective, navigating a world where Eastern European brutalism meets retro-futurist technology. The narrative unfolds across two timelines: a post-apocalyptic future ravaged by a cataclysmic event known as the Change, and 1980s-era Poland under martial law. Players must traverse time rifts to extract key individuals from the past, combating grotesque creatures known as orphans that can merge into more formidable abominations if not properly disposed of. Gameplay emphasizes strategic combat with limited resources, requiring players to burn fallen enemies to prevent them from merging. The game draws inspiration from titles like Dead Space and Resident Evil, offering a challenging experience without an easy mode. Cronos The New Dawn is slated for release in 2025 on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
I'd care that the colony is in disarray. We didn't come to Arcadia to get bogged down in pointless warfare. We came to spread freedom and liberate resources for profit. But this pesky Earth Directorate agent is mucking things up. They're not alone in doing so. And they think they can just choose how things play out. They could stop us from stealing the Protectorate's brainwashing technology, which we need to improve our market share. What if this stranger aligned with the Order and that world computer of theirs? That could be the key to closing the rifts that threaten the colonies. So, you see why this menace must be wiped from the face of existence. Or, better yet, brought to our side through the power of capitalism. Now, let's get out there and buy our way to victory!
The Outer Worlds 2 is Obsidian's bold sequel to its satirical sci-fi RPG, returning you to the corporate-run colony of Arcadia, now embroiled in a new conflict between the authoritarian Protectorate and the rebel faction Auntie's Choice. You play as an Earth Directorate agent, exploring a rich world where your choices shape not just outcomes, but the tone of every faction you encounter. Combat blends first-person FPS action with stealth and dialogue-based tactics. You can even switch to third-person on the fly for a more strategic view. Expect expanded weapon variety, like freeze guns, shrink rays, and crowd control options, plus a deeper perk system inspired by titles such as Fallout New Vegas, featuring traits like the darkly humorous serial killer that drops health-boosting hearts. Factions and companions get more attention this time. 6 diverse crew members, each with their own mission lines, and faction-specific radio stations bring humor and personality to every region. Dialogue is more reactive than ever, with your skill investment impacting not just combat, but story and humor tones. The Outer Worlds 2 launches on October 29th, 2025 for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
News. There's been an explosion at Brook Hollow Park. Chaos descended on a ceremony commemorating the 2-year anniversary of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized against their will and left to fight for their survival in the backyard of a deranged scientist. Formerly evil company Ominent Practical Technologies was set to dedicate a statue of the 4 teenagers, fast food science robot Burgle, and Dr. Tully when an explosion erupted. Dr. Tully and the teenagers' current whereabouts are also unknown.
You gotta keep them separated. Yeah, legend status, ask about the name. I've been putting in work, collecting, fuck the fame. Up in the stat while they watching the 10 of the game. Either you in it or just a critic, man, we ain't the same. I'm focused on making this history into my top 5. List is listing me. I never got an L on pass, this ain't no breeze. I had to make the work outlast. The bill of steam is different degrees. And know I do this here with the ease. It never been easy, slim, just keep one up the sleeve. I saw a few that had to pass, it's come to the degree. But I keep forward here, the goal is near this song. It's more for ears that know what's still to come. I walked inside to find no weapon form. Then looked inside the eye, withstood the storm. But I know temptation waits for years and all. It's a lot of money on the line for this. If we get everybody jumping in the crowd. My partner said he probably put somebody in the ground for this. We used to talk about it, but I leave it now. Now I need $100,000 for my...
Grounded 2 sends you right back into that backyard chaos, but bigger, bolder, and full of surprises. It picks up a couple of years after the original, with our now older shrunken heroes exploring Brook Hollow Park, a massive playground filled with scorpions, centipedes, spiders, and new biomes like snack bars and ice cream stands, revamped at ant scale. They've added buggy mounts, ride ants and spiders, yes, spiders, to traverse the terrain faster and even fight alongside you. Plus, say hello to the Omni tool, which merges your hammer, axe, shovel, and wrench into one, freeing up backpack space. Survival crafting returns with refined combat and dodges, smarter enemies, and deeper mysteries to unravel, all built with your feedback via game preview. And for anyone with arachnophobia, there's an optional mode that turns spiders into cartoon-style balloons, even for those rideable mounts. Grounded 2 enters early access on July 29th, 2025 for Xbox Series X and S and PC.
はるか昔、この国に輪廻の獣が現れた。輪廻の獣は汚れを吐き、あらゆる生物を蝕んだ。西暦4026年、人類は滅亡を待つのみ。
Beast of Reincarnation is a post-apocalyptic action RPG territory. You play as Emma the Sealer, a cursed outcast known as a Blighted One, traversing a haunting, ever-shifting future, Japan alongside her loyal dog, Ku. Combat is intense and skill-based. Think precise parries, stamina management, and heavy-swinging Souls-like encounters. Emma wields a legendary sealing blade, facing down corrupted beasts, mechanical threats, and yokai in a world ravaged by supernatural corruption. Traversal is dynamic too. Vine-swinging, wall climbs, and environmental hazards ensure your journey stays tense and unpredictable. Expect a mature visual style with Studio Ghibli-inspired scenic design, emphasizing atmospheric forests and desolate ruins. Beast of Reincarnation launches in 2026 on Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC.
주권 국가의 자주적 결정을 누가 허락한 누군가 당신의 분노를 이용한다. 지정태. 지정태!
Mudang Two Hearts is a third-person tactical stealth action thriller from EVR Studio, revealed at Xbox Games Showcase 2025. Set in a near-future unified Korea, it kicks off on the day a reunification treaty is to be signed, when masked terrorists ambush the National Assembly in Seoul. You alternate between two protagonists, Ji Jung-tae, a hardened North Korean Special Forces operative, and Gavi, a K-pop idol caught in the crossfire. This dual perspective gives players contrasting experiences, gritty espionage and emotional vulnerability. Gameplay fuses cinematic stealth and dynamic combat. You'll sneak through vents, use shadows, hang from pipes. And if things go sideways, you can take them down with CQC moves and small arms fire. Enemies adapt to sound and movement, promoting tactical versatility. Powered by Unreal Engine 5 and EVR's performance capture tech, the world is vividly authentic, from bustling cityscapes to tense interiors, with fluid animations and reactive AI that make every mission feel personal. Mudang Two Hearts launches in 2026 on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
Mayday! Mayday! Hold one to mission control, we're falling! Thomas, the ship's breaking apart! There's no time! Evacuate! Now! Thomas, come in!
Ariane, you sacrificed everything for a new world, to save mankind. And I'll always love you for that.
Aphelion is a cinematic sci-fi action-adventure from Don't Nod, the studio behind Life is Strange. Set in 2060, you play as astronaut Ariane Montclair, stranded on the frozen alien world of Persephone after a catastrophic crash. Your mission? Reunite with your crewmate Thomas while surviving deadly landscapes and uncovering dark cosmic secrets. The game blends exploration and traversal with tense stealth sequences and light combat. You'll climb ice cliffs, grapple across chasms, manage dwindling oxygen, and stay hidden from bizarre creatures lurking beneath the surface. What sets Aphelion apart is its emotional heart. This isn't just about survival, it's about two astronauts forging a path back to each other in a harsh, hostile environment. Expect cinematic visuals, an immersive soundscape, and a story that tugs at your heart as much as it tests your nerves. Aphelion launches in 2026 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
Trouble for doing this.
Not anymore. Things have changed. Welcome back to the Army, soldier.
It's game time, baby!
You think you can still find your way back home, Phoenix?
Looks like they upgraded. Nausea, baby! Let's do this.
This is gonna be awesome.
Form up!
The glittering streets of Avalon sure do shine, because they swoop their filth down to us.
Get your paper in! Who's for a paper?
Here's to playing in the mud. Life here ain't for the soft-hearted.
You will be paying me back until you fucking rust.
It ain't for the spineless.
Keep your filthy pickers off me!
And it sure as shite ain't for the decent.
That's a clean sweep for one of you!
There has been a crime! Justice itself has been affronted! I have been burgled!
Lord Griswick.
Bertolt!
Yes, I got that part. Do you know anyone who might wish you ill? We can't arrest and question everyone. Let's see if we can narrow the suspects down a bit.
They were,
Trust your instincts, sir.
tall,
Yes, sir.
built rather slim, well, muscular.
Mm-hmm.
Was very quick, agile.
Go on.
With a mustache. No, larger.
I see.
Quite fashionable. That's the fiend who robbed me.
They got my good side this time. Breaking in is the easy part.
Your brandy, sir.
Getting away with it is the real trick.
These candlesticks ain't gold. Worthless and dull, just like you. Nah, I have a customer. How can I help you?
I'd rather talk to you, Errol. Sounds like I'll get a better deal.
You talk to me first, and him never. Got it?
Uncle's a bit touchy, ain't he, Errol?
Touchy? I'll show you touchy!
there. Anything else you'd care to say to Errol? Brains. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it.
Round here, it's all sharp edges, empty pockets, and blood on the cobbles. Goodbye, Silas.
No, no! I'll hurt you, you fucking meatsack! I'll leave you with a pissing bed of peaches!
You'd either got a gang at your back, or a knife in it.
We're family here. Family takes care of its own.
Can't put a price on that, can you?
Them's in charge. They don't keep order. They keep power.
Take this thing into the crucible and melt it.
They just want us beaten, broken, and too scared to fight back.
I don't want to kill him!
That's why it pays to be clever and well-armed. Let's go and end a few arguments. Don't get cocky. They've got a weapon far worse. Time. And if they can rewrite history, they can rewrite us. But look who just found Mummy's keys. Now I can fiddle with time. Put the bullet back in the barrel. Bring the chaos to a crawl. Take a mistake and make it like it never happened. We can change the world as we know it. One choice at a time. And I can even go back and change the past to change the future. And let me tell ya, the hunters don't like it when the rabbits got the gun.
Clockwork Revolution is a first-person steampunk RPG from InXile Entertainment and Xbox Game Studios, set in a richly crafted alternate history metropolis called Aphelion. You play as Morgan Vanette, a member of the Rotten Row Hooligans who uncovers a conspiracy by Lady Ironwood, an industrial magnate using time travel to rearrange history and maintain her hold over the city. Your main tool? The chronometer, a device that lets you slip into the past to manipulate key events. Every choice ripples forward, reshaping characters, environments, and even the social structure of Aphelion. Gameplay blends dynamic first-person combat, extensive character and weapon customization, and time-warping abilities like rewinding, slowing bullets, or altering structures mid-fight. Choose from flintlock revolvers, Gatling-style muskets, and innovative gadgets to carve your legacy. With its handcrafted world, deep RPG systems, and narrative-driven mechanics, Clockwork Revolution is shaping up to be InXile's most ambitious project yet, equal parts gritty, mechanical, and mind-bending. Clockwork Revolution is scheduled to launch in 2026 on PC and Xbox Series X and S.
Yakumo, you're a wanted criminal now.
I'll kill the Dark Dragon myself. It's my mission. My duty as a Raven Ninja.
Breaking the Dark Dragon free has its consequences.
This is it.
Sayori.
Ryu, there's something I need your help with.
Ninja Gaiden 4 marks a dramatic new chapter in the legendary hack-and-slash series. Co-developed by Team Ninja and Platinum Games, it introduces Yakumo, a young ninja prodigy from the Raven clan, alongside the return of Ryu Hayabusa, all set in a gritty, rain-soaked near-future Tokyo. Combat is sharper than ever, blending Team Ninja's trademark difficulty with Platinum Games' flair for stylish action. Expect fast-paced swordplay, brutal dismemberments, and the all-new Blood Raven form, allowing Yakumo to wield weaponized blood. Ryu returns as a high-skill alternate, giving fans two distinct fighting styles to master. A neon-drenched Tokyo under a cursed cyberpunk downpour, the Dark Dragon threat looms large as the backdrop for epic set-piece battles. Ninja Gaiden 4 launches on October 21st, 2025, for PS5, Xbox Series X and S.